2027 is going to bring so many new changes. This is the inTech Magnolia, and the outdoor kitchen is just one of the great changes they've made. So stick with me, I'm going to go through all the details. Hey everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and this is an exciting day because I get to take a look at the new 2027 inTech Magnolia. This guy, it's the same old Magnolia that you know and love, but there's been so many updates on it. This has a twin bed, or it can change into a king bed. It is the ultimate couples coach because at 22 feet long, it feels really spacious inside, and the interior is nice and warm, feels like a modern cabin. I don't know, you gotta see all the details. The weight on it is under 5,500 pounds, and that depends, of course, on what options you choose. It's got all kinds of great new interior and exterior features, so let's head inside and get started. This new 2027 interior, it's warm, it's cozy, and it still feels so modern. I love the wraparound dinette in the front. Of course, you've got the beautiful windshield. Yes, guys, it is a windshield, and that is part of why this feels so open. Let's talk about the table. It is a dark wood. It is a maple table, actually, solid wood. Got the ridges in it, so it's got a nice feel. You can swivel it a little bit if you want it a little more open on the sides. One thing I really love about this dinette is you can relax right here. You've got a table next to you. It's just so versatile. If you wanted, you could leave the table at home and have a nice, just U-shaped sofa. Okay, let's turn this around. Here's the other trick that I know, is the table is made so it drops in, makes a nice bed right here. But when you spin the table around, you have an easier access in here, and it just makes a very nice dining space for two people. This is a great couples coach, but you can easily sit 4 people around here, maybe pull up a chair on the far side, play some games. So yeah, like I said, one of the most versatile layouts. Let's talk about the quality of the build, because this is a brand new, beautiful, almost a chocolate colored seating area here. It has residential foam. This is an upgrade for 2027 in the seat of it. So it is not going to break down. I mean, it's similar to what they would put in Lazy Boy or something like that. Very solid here, very comfortable on the back. The fabric is very soft, very subtle. It's a high-end PVC vinyl. Now, why PVC? Well, because a standard vinyl is going to wear over time, and you'll get not only wear and tear on the surface of it, but in extreme heat or extreme use, it can crack and peel. This PVC is the most durable vinyl on the market. It is going to last you for years. That is why they went with the best. That's one of the things inTech does. They pick the highest quality for their trailers. I love the new walnut cabinetry as well. Again, the cabinetry is going to be solid wood. Let's take a peek at the cabinet right over here by the dinette. You've got a nice countertop here. This is a Thinscape. It is a solid surface countertop. Really beautiful. And open this up. You've got 2 pull-out drawers here. Makes it very easy to use that rear space. Everything is very accessible. You've got a pull-out on the bottom as well, here. And of course, all of these cabinets are going to be a soft close. I love that. Wood cabinets, soft close, just a really nice look and feel. They also didn't put any handles on here. Nothing is going to catch or close, nothing that you have to push the button to lock it. It's going to stay closed going down the road and give you that nice, sleek, modern look. Right above here, you've got this large TV. Of course, both TVs in this camper. Yes, there's two. There's one in the bedroom at the other end. And they're both smart TVs. So you can stream right to the TV. I mean, of course, it's inTech. Such a great job in every feature. Let's look just above here. Now, open this up. This is going to have a lithium battery button here. Over here, this is going to be the control panel for the solar. And on the left, a battery monitor that's going to tell you how charged your batteries are. Let's talk about the options because there are several upgrade options on an inTech. This trailer includes the 2027 off-grid package, which is really upgraded from what they've had in the past. So instead of a 2,000 watt inverter, this trailer has a 3,000 watt. It also has 800 watts of solar on the roof. Wow, that's double what it had last year on the off-grid package, and it's got 460 amp hours of battery. So you have got tons of power. Off-grid package really gets you off the grid. You can also get just a 200 watt solar panel on the roof if that's what you need. Okay, over here there's a few more things I want to show you. And down underneath, you've got a USB and a USB-C connection and a 110 plug. So anything you like to add on this table, like maybe a coffee pot, fits right here on the counter. The lighting. You guys may have noticed, if you're familiar with inTech, the blue lighting in the cubbies has changed to a beautiful amber. You've also got a little bit of lighting underneath the shades here. It just gives it such a nice ambiance. The shades, pull down. You've got the blackout shades. They're going to give you a nice coverage here. And you've also got one on the windshield on the front. I know that's a question that you're dying to ask. And of course, everything can be covered. You've got a power vent right above me here. And so this fantastic vent is really going to move the air out. Now there's one more thing I want to show you before we leave the dinette area. We've got great storage right up front in this nose cap. Now when you open these, I mean, you may not be able to tell, but this is a very deep storage. It is curved like the eyebrow, but in the center it goes back maybe 18 inches. So you've got a lot of space right in here. Great storage, of course, this nice lighting underneath and the speakers for your stereo on both sides. So very well done up here. Every inch of space is used. You've got great storage, cubbies on both sides. I don't know. It is really a nice place to hang out. Let's move over here to the kitchen because on the end, they've got all the controls right here as you walk in the door. So right at the end of the cabinet, starting up here on the left, is of course the monitor panel for the black tank, the gray tank, and the fresh tank. Now down below, the water pump and a tank heater and a line heater. So if you get caught in freezing weather, just flip on your tank heater and your line heater. You're good to go. Nothing will freeze. Down below, of course, that's the Bluetooth stereo. 2 speakers over the dinette that I showed you, and then you've got 2 more in the very back by the sleeping area. Fabulous, right? Water heater, Suburban, very easy to use. And one of the new things in 2027, which I am really excited about, okay, maybe it's a small thing, but when you put your camper in storage, you're going to want to push that button to disconnect the battery, right? So your battery doesn't run down by all of the small lighting that is going to stay on. Well, instead of finding the switch, you just walk in, hit the button, and it's disconnected. Very simple, very easy. Honestly, I don't know why every trailer manufacturer doesn't do it, but I'm really glad that inTech does. Down here on the side, a 110 plug. Below that, it's going to be the USB and a USB-C, you know, if you want to charge your phone right here by the door. And then, of course, lighting. You've got main lights, dinette accents, cabinet accents, the porch light, and the front accent outside that I'll show you when we're going around the outside. But very nice that all of these lights are separate. Turn on what you like, turn off what you don't. And that's going to change depending on the time of day and how you're using your trailer. So I appreciate that inTech has given you all the choices. This is a little different than maybe you've seen in some trailers. It is going to be the awning controls. The reason that it's different is because it is a one-touch awning control. So if you want that awning to go out, you just push the button and you can go on about your day while the awning slowly goes out. Push it again, it's going to go in. You don't have to stand here and hold it. You don't have to watch it. It's going to do its own thing, and it has a beautiful light. Now you can also stop it in the middle if you need to. You can turn the entire switch off so nobody bumps it. So a lot of controls right here for that awning that are just simple to use. Now before we leave this area, I want to point out one more thing. Right under here, they have added a cabinet door, and it is so smart. You've actually got storage under here, but it's difficult to access. And they've put a nice little door right in here, pops open, so you've got access to what is underneath this seat. I think that's brilliant. Let's keep going in this great kitchen. Because I had already mentioned the thin-scape countertops. That is new this year and really beautiful. Very solid. These sink covers, nice solid pieces here, and beautiful large sink. I love this dark rubbed pewter look. I'm not sure what the actual color is, but between that and the arched faucet, it's just stunning. I love the sprayer right here, pulls out, and then you've got, of course, a spray or a solid stream, single handle, very well done here. And let me put this back, get it out of the way, drops right in there. I had mentioned the cabinets, the soft close, and that these are now solid wood. Love that. Now right under here, you've got all open space. Wow. One of the hard things in trailers, especially a 22-footer, is, where do I put a trash can? Well, I could outfit this with a trash can with maybe some shelves for cleaning supplies, maybe even pots and pans underneath. There is a ton of space under here. Now moving on, you've got this really nice 3-burner stove with the glass top. Let me move this beautiful little teapot that they put there. The glass folds right over. And you've got a nice countertop here if you need that. And then you just open it up whenever you are ready to start cooking. You know, about the only blue lights that are left in this trailer, because that was what was in 2026, is the blue lights on the stove. You guys already know you can turn that off if you want to, but for some of you it might be a great light to have in the evening. Now down below, this opens like an oven, but it is actually a microwave convection. So yeah, you could bake bread, you could cook your steak, that biscuits and gravy that you love so much when you're camping, all right here, ready to go, with a nice drawer underneath. It's not very deep, only about 2 inches, but you know, every inch counts, and there's plenty of things I could think of that would fit right in there and be out of the way until I needed them. Now, if we're talking about the kitchen, we need to talk about the refrigerator. This is such a nice trailer, a lot of space in here, and right here, we've got this beautiful 10 cubic foot refrigerator. It's a 12-volt refrigerator, of course, so this is going to cool in just a couple of hours. It is going to be great if you want to go off-grid because it uses very low amperage. The inTech name at the top on these nice soft walnut panels, it's just gorgeous. I mean, it feels like a very expensive cabin. Let's keep going. right back here. Bathroom is right here in the center. And this is a major change, guys. Let me show you what they've done. Now this shower is the same wet bath it's always been. Yes, it's a shower toilet combination, but that gives you all of this space to shower in. And I'm only 5 foot tall. You may be a much bigger person than I am, but you're gonna have plenty of room in here. Towel hangers, the same hanger for your shampoo, all the things that you need, nice toilet paper cover. But the added feature, there is a really nice corner sink right here. It's got this nice black faucet on it, and I mean, not as big as the kitchen sink, but it's plenty for in this bathroom. And, you know, brush your teeth in the shower, all the things you need to do in here. There's a mirror right here on the door. So, I mean, I don't think that a wet bath could get any better. But wait, it might get better because this has a porcelain toilet. That has always been a mainstay with inTech. A porcelain toilet, I mean, it gives it that full residential feel and stays really sparkling clean. Both of those things are important when you're looking at a really spectacular trailer like the Magnolia. All right, let's check out what they have done with the sleeping area because it's really impressive. This is the most impressive part of the 2027 Magnolia. They have redesigned this so you've got these great twin beds. And yes, I'm only 5 foot tall, but these beds are 37 by 80. So yeah, very large, very comfortable, very nice mattresses. Twin beds, yeah, they're easy to get in and out of in the middle of the night. And I mean, they just open up the space, right? But maybe twin beds isn't your style. Maybe you prefer a king because that can easily be done. One of the things people hate is changing a bed into a sofa during the day or not having a permanent sleeping area. But changing a twin bed into a king, it's the push of a button. Watch. Push this button right here. Now this is a prototype, guys, so this button is going to come up a little bit, probably further up here so it cannot be pushed by mistake. And take these cushions, put them in the middle, and you've got a king bed. It's that easy. During the day, you don't need that king bed. Put those cushions on the side, push this button again, and you've got twin beds. So then you can use them as sofas, as extra seating, maybe a place to play games, all kinds of uses. So this is the most versatile styling in a trailer that I have ever seen. It is so impressive. You really do have to see this at your dealer. Now, there's a few more things I have to point out. It's hard for me to not talk about this just because it is such a beautiful space. I don't think I mentioned the size. It is still, of course, the 80 inches long, but it's like 91 inches wide. It is amazing. Huge. Very spacious. All right, I think I've got that point across. Let's talk about the storage up above. We're going to start there. The storage up here, I think I've mentioned these cabinets before. It is not the gloss finish. You've got a nice matte finish, and it goes just beautifully with the walnut cabinetry, the dark brown cushions, and just the overall feel in here. The wall tone has gotten a little bit warmer. The design, the feel of this, I mean, it's just like a big old warm blanket inside this very beautiful camper. Open this up, you've got about 4 inches deep here. Another cubby right next to it with the orange lighting. And then right behind me, you've got more storage. Each one of these is separate. It is only about 5 inches deep. It is on a curve. I always recommend to people that rolling up your clothes, using this for clothing storage works really well for me, but you guys are so creative. I know that you will use this space well. And then you've got all of these cubbies on the side here and another side cabinet to match the one I just showed you. So a lot of storage all the way around the top. And instead of making it just cabinets everywhere, they've opened it up with these cubbies, and it really feels very warm, very decorative, and very open. Windows on both sides and a nice window in the back, so there is nothing claustrophobic about this bed area. Another smart TV, like I had mentioned, and right below that, we've got the control for the air conditioner. This unit does have a ducted air conditioner. It is just above in the center of the camper, and the ceiling does lower down, but you're still about 6'8" right here underneath this. And then you're going to gain another 2 or 3 inches once you step out from underneath that center section. But by having the ducted AC in that lowered section, it comes out both ends and it cools this trailer beautifully. No need to lose that cool while running all the way through the ceiling. There's just no reason to do that. This is efficient and works well to keep this really comfortable, even in hot Texas days. Now, right next to this air conditioner control here is going to be the Max Air fan control for the high-powered fan above me. So if you're not using the air conditioner, you can put both fans on, open these windows just a little bit, and you're going to get a nice breeze in here from those fans. Really incredible. Now, back here you've got 2 little corner tables. Now, they're going to be not that big, but enough to put your phone, maybe a small CPAP machine. And the lighting has changed as well. It is only white light on the sides, and you notice there is a backlight here, or you can switch it to be a reading light that's obviously directional. Or put it in the middle and turn the switch off. Now, right underneath, you see this is a USB connection, and that is going to disappear. That will not be in the 2027 trailer because these lights have a USB-C built into them right underneath. So, kind of a nice sleek look. Now, down here, you will see a 110 plug. That, of course, is going to be coming up higher. You know, you always learn those minor details when you're building your prototypes, but I couldn't wait to show you, so I know you guys can visualize what this will be like. Now, this camper has so many new features and new colors, new designs. There's so much to see inside, but there's more to see outside, so let's head out there and get started. Stepping outside, you've got the solid steps made by inTech, and fold right inside to get out of your way. The off-road tires, which are standard, not an upgrade. You'll notice there's new graphics this year as well. Really nice, sleek look, and all of the graphics will be the same. There is no difference. Everything is going to have the off-road package on it. There's 110 plugs right here on the front. You never know what you might want to plug in underneath this amazing awning. And storage right here, just a ton of storage space. It actually goes in, turns the corner, and it is about that deep. So a lot of space in there for all the things that you want to take with you. But this next compartment is my favorite. It is the brand new pull-out kitchen. Let's open this up and pull this out. And you notice we have the griddle right here, and that you always needed to take the top off and put it somewhere, right? You have to find a place to put it so it doesn't rattle around up here and do damage to your kitchen. They have created a really easy way to do that. So it is secured right here. Just lift this, open it up. You have to pull it forward, and then it drops right down. And you've got a great griddle ready to go. This flips right over and gives you a beautiful side table right there. Now, that's not the only change. Right here, you've got a pull-out freezer or refrigerator, whatever you need. I mean, keep all the cold drinks here so they're ready to go. If you've got frozen meat that you need to keep here for cooking, just turn it into a freezer. You set the temperature right here on the front. Now, coming around on this side, you've got an accent light. That beautiful amber light is going to light up the bottom so that if you're cooking at night, you don't want a light way up here that is going to bring all the bugs, but you've got a nice amber light underneath. It's just a beautiful touch. The sink, well, you've got two nice sink covers here. Open those up if you need to use the sink, because let's face it, you may just need counter space, in which case these sink covers do a beautiful job. Pull this up and you've got a great high faucet, and this is a nice size sink for outdoors. It's about 8 inches deep, single handle, just really a nice setup right here. So this is the outdoor kitchen to die for. I love the styling. I love the easy convenience. Speaking of easy convenience, let's go around the other side. Let me show you something that I think is brilliant. So let's fold this back over. Now when you're setting up this kitchen, you always have hoses that you need to plug in, and they have set you up with quick connects. Not only that, they have made places to store these hoses when you're not using them. So you've got the water hose right here, just unclip it, and it is a quick connect underneath. There's your water hookup. Your gas hose hooks right in here. Let's open this up. It's a quick connect as well. Snap that in, and you're good to go. Setting up your kitchen is that easy, and unhooking it, clipping it right back in where it gets stored, wow, that's impressive. You don't have to wrangle the hoses. Make sure you didn't forget it. It is simple, easy, clean, lovely. One more nice upgrade I want to show you back over here, and that is the spare tire. It is underneath here in the back, and you've got a single crank right here to lower your spare tire, just like you would on a truck. So no more crawling on there to grab the spare tire. If you have an unfortunate problem and you need it, it is easy to access. Just lower it down, grab it, fix your tire, and be on your way. It's the small details that matter, and the graphics have changed. And right here you've got this nice Aucta Magnolia on the back. Just a very simple way to present the trailer, present the name. Yeah, love it. Let's move around to the back. Now you'll notice up at the top, it is pre-wired for a backup camera. If a backup camera is important to you, it's super easy to add. Just ask your dealership. Be glad to take care of that for you. And they made it easy by pre-wiring every trailer. Now right down here, you've got a receiver hitch for your bike, for any tray, any extra gear that you want to carry on the back. It can hold up to 175 pounds. Now you'll notice it doesn't say Rover across the back. Rover was what they had used for their off-road package, but every trailer comes standard with the off-road features, and so they're not using the Rover name anymore. We have people come into our dealership and ask for the Rover. Well, that is simply that off-road package standard, so that it's all an inTech Magnolia. They are all ready for the next adventure. Let's take a look at the storage on this side, and right in here, you will see you've got a very large storage space. I mean, even if you don't have the chairs that fold up real small, they're going to fit right in here. What you're looking at right here is going to be the cover, and that is the cover for the windshield in the front. Now guys, I keep calling it a windshield because that's exactly what it is. So the windshield on your vehicle is made to go down the road, and should it get chipped by rocks, you can fix it. But inTech took care of that for you. They've got a nice cover that slips right on, snaps into place for when you travel down the road. All of that is standard with your inTech. And you've got the crank here that you need, the garden hose that comes with it, because they want you to have everything you need. Now, if you decide you don't want the outdoor kitchen, you can get an inTech Magnolia without that beautiful outdoor kitchen. If you decide to option yours that way, then this white wall in here will disappear and you get a full pass-through. Storage or an outdoor kitchen. For some of you, that might be a dilemma. Now moving over here, you've got your Suburban water heater, and In here, of course, filling your water tank and your direct water for your city water fill. Something brand new for 2027, you've got a black tank flush. Super important to keep that tank really clean. I'm glad they've added that in 2027. You can see you've got the cable connection here, whether you have a satellite or whether you're hooking up to cable at a campsite. And then you've also got the portable solar panel plug right here. You probably already noticed right underneath there is a Starlink connection. A lot of campers now may say they have a Starlink connection and it's just a port, but they're not waterproof. And one of the cool things is inTech is using the Starlink connection. Starlink makes a outside connection that you can put in that has the plug connection here that you just connect it, and when you put it back in, it's waterproof. That's an important feature. You will also have all the connections inside the cabinet that you need. And it's all ready for you to just put in your router, put everything you need in there, and you're ready to go. That is a really nice feature. Starlink is becoming part of our RV family, isn't it? 30 amp connection here, and of course a vent for the furnace. And right up here, you're going to see a very small storage space. I say very small. I don't know. I mean, I could fit a lot of gear in here. It is about 18, 20 inches deep, and it is the length of this cabinet right here. So you've got a fair amount of space in there. You want to use every single piece you can for storage. Now they've got the tilt-forward design, which is a classic for inTech. It is part of what makes their Soul line so special and makes the inside of the trailer feel so great. You can tell that this is a special build because of the aluminum tongue. But everything inTech makes is an aluminum cage frame. You'll hear a lot of people say they have aluminum framing, but inTech has an aluminum chassis welded to the aluminum framing on the sides and the aluminum on the ceiling. So this is one big aluminum cage before the trailer actually gets built. What that means to you is that going down the road, you're going to get less movement, less rattling, and it is going to be sturdy for years to come. Electric jack, of course, is standard. Now right in here is where you're going to have your propane tanks. Let me show you really quickly. These just pop right off, and this lifts off, and you get access to your propane tanks. So it's very simple to get them out. Double propane right there with the automatic switch over. And then we're back around to the front here. So you've got one more access storage. Again, similar to the one on the other side with a little bigger door. You've got this space right here in the front under the dinette as more outside storage. Now this outside awning comes out, makes a beautiful outdoor space. You can see the gorgeous lighting on it. The trailer is really made for getting off the road, getting out there. You add that off-grid package, you're ready for any kind of adventure, and you do it in style. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.